It's weighing day again. Weighing day again. And it is the weekend again, people. That week just flies by. Remember, the goal is 78 kilo. 78 kilo. Let's see what we got. 78 kilo. 78.55, so it's rounded up to 78.6, but that's decent. I'll take that all day. Now I'm gonna get warm. I'm gonna go and make a cup of tea. I've got a big session to do today. Usually when I'm dieting, I'm getting up in the middle of the night and I can find myself eating in the middle of the night, which is no good. I didn't do that last night.
So, my training for the Shrewsbury 5k is going good. I'm doing some big mileage for 5k training, but I'm also building into some longer stuff leading into next year as well, like marathon training and things like that. So I'm getting my body prepared for that, and I like big mileage. This is the biggest mileage I've done anyway. Like, I think last week was 120k, it's like 75 miles, and this week is probably going to be a big week. I've got a big session to do today, which I'm going to take you along with. I've got a threshold session to do, so it's nothing fancy. It's just a 5k warm up, 30 minutes straight threshold between 3:35 and 3:46 pace per kilometre, and then 5k cool down, so no breaks, just straight threshold running, which will be tough but good. Right, that's me warm up done. 5k warm up. Now it is session time. 30 minutes running, which should cover about 8 kilometres, so roughly just 5 miles, and then hit me 5k cool down. That was good. I'll take that all day. That was really good. That was probably one of my best threshold sessions I've ever done. I ran, I can't even believe it, 8.33 kilometres, an average pace of 3:36 per kilometre. I ran within myself though. I felt strong on the hills, flew on the downhills. When I was on the hills again, I was just flying back up. On the flat, I felt even stronger. Had a bit of wind in my face in parts of it, but other than that, like, belting workout. I've had a few bad sessions lately, but I felt like I ran okay then. I ran to, yeah, make myself happy for the rest of the day and think that was solid. That was 2 seconds per kilometre off my 10k PB pace, and on a much tougher course. I was 1.67 kilometres away from completing 10k in about 36.5 minutes there. Confidence booster. Needed it. I'm on my cool down now. My legs feel good. Everything just feels, can't believe it. I'm in a calorie deficit as well. I mean, I'm actually losing weight, and I'm putting out runs like that. I could have easily ran the 36-minute 10k today on the back of all my training I'm doing with tired legs. So I'll take that, and with fresh legs I'll take a 16-minute 5k in a few weeks hopefully. It says charge my heart rate monitor 5.68 kilometers, 4:17 kilometer pace, cool down, belting. 19k for the day. Top run. Fuel up, go to work, drive some buses tonight. So far I'm alright. I'm up the route pretty good. I got Wythenshawe interchange, Leastone Road and Central Road more or less on time. There was a chap got on, he wanted to go to the train station. He was like, look, I've got a train by 5 to 9, what time are we getting into Piccadilly, mate? I said, like, it says we're getting in at 8:45, but you're going to be snookered if you want to get to the train station from Piccadilly in 5 minutes, like 10 minutes, you've got no chance. You need to go on the B Network app and look up the 147 and get that to the train station if you can. And he's like, right. And he's done his research while he's been on the bus, and he's just got off to catch the 147, I think, or something, because the trams are down, so it's just throwing everything up into a mess for a lot of people that don't usually get the bus. So we seem to be going good anyway. Like, I've done the variation of the 43 so far through Woodhouse Park and Sharsden and Northington, and now we've come up here, we're going through Withington. You get a little bit of this sausage parking here, like, it should not be parking there like that guy, because essentially just turns this into like a bit of a one-way street then, and you've got to like give way to oncoming cars. It should just be free flowing, but also get that out of the way. Going good. Weather looks a little bit colder, rain's hitting a little bit harder, so we'll just turn the heating up a little bit more. Pulling up here, put these kids up. Coming through Fallowfield, and what we have here is empty roads. This is just what we want, really. You gotta break these trips down like as easy as you can in your mind. So it's a long old route to 43. So how I break that down is you get from the airport to Central Road, do that, then you're just classing it as a 143 in and out, and then when you get back to the 143 point and Central Road again, you just go into the airport from there. All good. Now, let's come through it. People parking everywhere. We're stopping here at Owens Park anyway, because these people want the bus. Everyone's going into town raving, it's Friday night. Right. That is probably, right, that's the most awkward bus stop. That's the most awkward area done for the night. Now, what I've noticed on these trips doing last night and tonight on these lates is coming out, you'd think is empty, right? But it's just not. That is probably where it's going to be the most full coming out, especially being the 43. There's just a load of people, mainly students, that want to go from town to Fallowfield. So I'll probably prepare myself for a busy trip out. Timing point up ahead, let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. Platt Lane. There's only one more timing point after this, and it's the MRI. It'll flash up on the ticket machine in a minute. I like these surprises. Oh, we're doing the diversion. Nearly forgot. We're doing the diversion. So it is. We're bang on time. Yeah, gosh, doing the diversion tonight. Right, doing the diversion. So we're going round Rusholme. This is some, I'll show you this. I don't think I've done this and I've covered this before. So this is kind of like a a big U shape where we meet the 111 route and everything. Now they've not put it on, usually you leave it on the radio or something, but I've not done leaks for so long. Yeah, look, there's everyone's coming through this way. See, that's the way you come out outbound. You come through this way, where that 42's come from. So he's on the diversion too. Right, so we do a left here down Platt Lane. This is the first bit of it. Good job I remembered that then, because man, I would have just forgot all about that. Just carried on through Rusholme. To be fair, I don't know what would have happened. I think you can get in trouble for it, but I also think that might entirely depend on whether you've run into some trouble there where you're completely late and you end up losing, you know, a trip out on the 43 for going somewhere that was too busy and you should never have gone. So after 8 o'clock at night on a Friday and Saturday, we do this diversion every weekend. It's actually on the running board. It says the Rusholme deviation, where you just deviate around Rusholme because of how busy Rusholme can be at night time. So we come up here and there's a bus stop on our left, but not many people using them at night time. It's more, this is more of a time thing, going around a bigger block. Like, you get there quicker going through Rusholme if Rusholme was emptier, but you have to go right round Rusholme. So the first bus stop is up here, nobody there, nobody's pressed the bell, and everybody more or less that gets the bus at this time of night knows the dance on this. And then you come up Platt Lane and you carry on, and then you meet the 111 route, because the 111 goes over this, yeah? So when we were doing the 111 before, the Platt Lane timing point is there, and you go that way down Yew Tree Road, but we're obviously not doing that. We're going straight ahead. So as you come up and through here, pretty empty to be fair, these roads. Don't want to talk too soon, but driving at night is just a different gravy as well for just driving in the daytime. Spotting people at bus stops becomes harder. Just driving in general just becomes a little bit more challenging because it's just not as visible. Visibility is just reduced. So your eyeballs are everywhere, looking for people at bus stops, looking for the bell that's been pushed. You get some people that are just asking you random questions on the bus that are, you know, they don't know where they're going, so they just want a bit of advice really and help. We come over there. Now we do a right at the top. You basically just follow this right down and you do a right. There we go, you get a few people there that, right, parking up and shit. So we'll do a right here, and then we follow this right the way down until we actually come on the 111 route. Come on, pal. Now, these lights go on green, but it doesn't give us full finger to go because they have right away here. Well, he's letting me go. He actually has right away there. That was nice of him. Say thank you. It's tight. Oh, it's tight. Imagine parking. Like, I know that people live there and that, yeah, but I don't think my car would be a bit on the curb. It just would. It'd just be away, man. Just if I seen the buses just going past with like the width of a book in between the car and the bus, I wouldn't be doing it. Message on the ticket machine, that'll probably say Rusholme diversions on, just as I've done it. Which means what? I could have not done the diversion and saved time. But nah. If it says it on the running board that I'm doing it, then I'm just going to do it. because, you know what I mean, it's the only bit of information I can call on really, to be fair. Right, come up here, no one's pressed the bell and no one's got off. Notice that not once since the diversion. Now if we were going through Rusholme, we would have stopped a good couple of times because there's 2 bus stops and you're more or less always guaranteed to stop going through Rusholme. But I'm telling you, it's still longer doing this and not stopping than it is going through the Curry Mile. I'd rather go through the Curry Mile. My arse is getting numb now sat in this seat. Not numb, but when you sit in a seat, right, so here's where the 111 comes through. The 111 comes up here, Claremont Road, and it does a right onto this road here, what we're on now. I think it is Upper Lloyd Street, and it comes straight out this road. So now we're getting any passengers for the 111. So we are gonna see people wanting the bus, and it says 43 at Piccadilly, so they're gonna just flag down the bus anyway, no matter what. But there is a 143 in front of me, so he's already on the diversion. So he's picking people up along the way here. So he's technically scooping my passengers up, or potential passengers. But that's what the 143 is for, to be fair. It's a support service for the 43. See, what we could do with doing, I think anyway, is getting a 102 and putting a 102 on the busier times, going up the Parkway to out the 101 and the 103. Because some of them services, the 101 and 103, just get crushed, especially going through my side. It's really, really busy. And I think that'd help massively. But obviously you need the buses and you need the drivers for that. And then whether they've got them or whether they've not, doesn't mean anything. Right, so what they've said there is please be aware of a fallen tree in the cycle lane on Winslow Road, on the junction of Malduff Road, which we've already been through. But the ticket machine message just said be wary of cyclists coming into the road to avoid it, which is good because it gives you a kind of heads up, you know what I mean, like to expect something like that. Because without that, and it's dark, especially because it's dark, you know, you could spot it, but you say what are the odds that a cyclist is going to be coming out on you at that particular time, but never say that. Our lights are going to change in a sec and we're going to be going through, and I'll find out if we've made it on time or not. But it's one of these, it's like a ropey little situation this, where you have you wait for the green light to go, but then you have to wait for your own green lights to turn red so you can actually turn because of all this oncoming traffic. So all the cars behind you, if they are behind you, are just knackered. Oh, he's gone through a red light. That's sausage behaviour. You can sort of tell. So there's someone here now on the 111 route. Good day. Right, we're off again. Thanks. Right. Don't slow down there, bro. Right, so we come down here now, and basically I know this route too well because we've only just been doing it, the 111. Can't believe I forgot about that diversion. But remembered it, didn't I? Right. So do a left up here, brings us back onto Oxford Road just after the Curry Mile. Now usually we get like 7 minutes to go through the Curry Mile, which is ample time. Don't know how much time that's just took us. Probably about 10, 11. But I think they allow for it on the running board, I'm not too sure. we'll find out anyway, won't we? Because I've got to do the opposite diversion on the way out. The diversion outbound. I didn't even know this diversion when I started. When I was doing it with my mentor, we did this diversion on the way in and we did this diversion on the way out. So I thought this was the Rusholme diversion both ways the same way. It's not at all. There was an outbound diversion that I never got shown, and it's down Haversage Road and Upper Brook Street. Yeah, there was an outbound diversion I never got shown, so I had to like learn that on the job. Okay, we're up and running. I don't think we're going to get much of the busy area, you know, in Piccadilly. Like, I know Piccadilly's a busy place, but it's only 8:30. And we're going in there now for the last time. We're going to be in there for 9 o'clock. We're going to be there for 9 o'clock, way before 9 o'clock. And probably going to be leaving before 9 o'clock. That's when the party's just getting started. So it's not even going to be busy. Just sort of hyping myself up. Anyway, MRI timing point. Let's see what the dance is. 3 minutes late. Oh, what a kick in the nuts.
Thank you very much.
Alright. Five minutes late. 5 minutes late leaving that timing point. We should have been there at 20:33. We were floating around there at 20:36, but by the time we've left there, it's like 20:38, more or less, give or take 10 seconds. So 5 minutes late. We just left that because there was like one person getting off, but about 10 students getting off from the top deck on the back row that just got up at the last minute to get off. So I'm not even sure what time we're going to get into Piccadilly. Let me check. Right, we've got 15 minutes when we get into Piccadilly. That should be ample. That. We've got 15 minutes. We're supposed to get into Piccadilly at 20:44, and we leave at 9 PM. So that's a 16-minute layover.